Ever found yourself in a group chat gone wild? Or maybe a coworker subtly mocked your brilliant idea? How about that relative who cornered you at dinner, spewing unsolicited advice? Your heart probably started thumping, your thumbs hovered over the keyboard, or your mouth opened, ready to unleash a witty or not-so-witty comeback. The world waits, right? But here's the unexpected twist. The very instant you choose to say, absolutely nothing, you've already won. Silence, when you wield it like a true Stoic, isn't some passive surrender. It's a precision strike, a superpower hiding in plain sight. Today, we're diving into 5 everyday moments where keeping your lips zipped transforms you into the calm, unshakable eye of every storm. Master these, and you won't have to chase respect. It'll simply find you. Now, Stoicism often gets a bad rap, branded as this grim philosophy, all marble statues and furrowed brows. But honestly, it's anything but. It's a battle-tested playbook for mental clarity, resilience, and living a truly good life. And one of its sharpest, most underrated moves? The strategic withholding of words. Think about it. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor, wasn't just writing lofty ideals. He was giving himself direct instructions like, be silent for the most part, or say only what is necessary. And Seneca, another Stoic giant, echoed this, suggesting that quietude isn't just nice to have, it's the sanctuary where wisdom truly flourishes. Yet modern life seems to equate quick replies with intelligence and constant posting with relevance. We feel this relentless pressure to react, to clap back, to explain ourselves at every turn. But the Stoic flips that entire script. True power, they understood, isn't about adding to the noise. It's the profound capacity to absorb it, process it, and choose not to echo it. Below, I've got 5 battle-tested situations where saying nothing makes you genuinely unstoppable. Internalize these, and you'll find yourself walking through life's dramas the way a ship slices through thick fog, slowed by neither wind nor wave. You become the master of your internal world, regardless of the external chaos. Number 1. You're hit with unfair criticism. We've all been there, right? Maybe your manager blames you for a late project that was actually stalled by software glitches, or a team member points fingers when they know full well where the real bottleneck was. Your gut instinct screams, defend myself, produce screenshots, CC the entire chain. But here's where you pause. Stoics have this incredible ability to separate appearance from reality. They understand that time, more often than not, is the best exposé of truth. Epictetus, another wise Stoic, reminds us, no man is master of another's judgment. Think about that for a second. Your frantic explanation rarely changes the accuser's mind in the moment. In fact, it often only signals that their opinion holds sway over your mood and emotional state. By staying silent, you retain emotional ownership. You might nod, offer a calm, I note your concern, and then gracefully exit the conversation. Hours later, or even days, when the real bottleneck surfaces or the true facts come to light, your calm absence from the mudslinging becomes legendary. People remember who didn't fling dirt when everyone else was elbow-deep in it. This isn't about being passive, it's about discerning what's within your control, your reaction, and what isn't, their judgment. You're letting the truth do the heavy lifting, not your ego. Number 2. Someone insults you directly to your face. That rush of adrenaline usually screams, hit back twice as hard. But reason, that quiet voice in your head, whispers something different. The louder you shout, the smaller you often look. Marcus Aurelius, with his incredible wisdom, advised himself to treat insults like the barking of a dog. Dogs bark, it's what they do. But the river keeps flowing, unaffected. Silence in this scenario isn't just an external non-response. It's crucially an internal non-event. You're literally shrinking the insult, reducing it to mere background noise, which completely undercuts the attacker's primary goal. Your reaction, your distress. Want to try a powerful tactic? Count one slow breath, really feel it, relax your shoulders, and then pivot. Ask an unrelated professional question about the project at hand. What happens? The room's attention invariably shifts back to work, and the provocateur is left holding a dud firecracker. You've just demonstrated, without saying a word, that no arrow can pierce a target that simply refuses to turn around. You refuse to give their words power over your inner peace. Number 3. Colleagues start gossiping. Let's be honest, humans are wired for it. Status often gets traded in juicy little packets of information. Jump in, and you might momentarily feel a sense of bonding, a connection, but you also instantly mortgage your credibility, don't you? Seneca, ever the pragmatist, warned that a busybody is more dangerous than a flatterer. Silence in the orbit of gossip is like refusing currency in a rigged economy. You're simply opting out of a game you never wanted to play. Next time the huddle whispers about who's dating whom or who messed up what, just smile gently and stay quiet. You'll often feel a vacuum form in the conversation. The talkers suddenly notice they're rambling to themselves. Often, the subject shifts organically to something more productive. Onlookers? They register that your mouth wasn't on the conveyor belt of gossip, and that restraint quietly, powerfully, brands you as the group's moral north. You become the person others trust because you don't engage in cheap talk. You maintain your integrity, and that's a rare and valuable commodity. Number 4. Negotiations or tense debates. Here's a secret weapon. Silence is the cheapest concession you can offer, and yet it's probably the most underused. When the other party finishes their pitch, their demand, or their offer, just let the hush settle. Most people have this overwhelming urge to fill dead air. They'll blurt out add-ons, extra details, or even discounts you never even requested. The Stoic practices delay as deliberation. By saying absolutely nothing, you subtly imply you have other options, that you're considering alternatives, or that you're simply unfazed. And humans, being creatures of instinct, often chase what might walk away. Try this simple trick. Practice the 5-second rule. After every offer or statement from the other side, count 5 full seconds in your head before you even think about speaking. You'll be genuinely amazed how often the very next sentence you hear is a better deal, a softened stance, or a more favorable compromise. That pause projects confidence, control, and a deep understanding of your own worth. It puts the pressure back on them, not you. Number 5. Announcing big goals prematurely. Oh, the excitement of a new idea. That initial burst of enthusiasm tricks us into broadcasting our resolutions. Whether it's a fitness transformation, a groundbreaking business idea, or the first draft of a book. Verbalizing these aspirations, especially in detail, triggers a dopamine hit that feels a lot like actual achievement. But here's the kicker. That rush often causes motivation to flatline. The energy you needed to do the thing gets spent talking about the thing. Marcus noted, "Receive without pride, let go without attachment." Translate that to your ambitions. Develop privately, nurture your projects in secret, and only release them publicly when the evidence is baked, when there's tangible progress to show. Why? Because friends, even well-meaning ones, won't derail you with their doubts, and rivals won't pivot to beat you to market before you've even started. Silence here isn't just restraint. It's a powerful force field around the laboratory of your hustle. It protects your nascent ideas from external judgment, premature criticism, and the subtle energy drain of constant explanation. Let your work speak for itself eventually. Quick favor, if these points are already clicking and feeling useful, hit that like button. It tells the algorithm we're not just wasting airtime on empty hype. And seriously, consider subscribing. We turn Stoic theory into weekly, actionable tools you can use before lunch. Knowing when to stay silent, that's half the battle for sure. But rehearsing it daily, making it second nature, that's the other crucial half. You've got to build the muscle memory. So, borrow 3 micro habits straight from the Stoic playbook. First, a morning quote. I keep a post-it on my monitor with "Say only what's necessary." One glance at that simple phrase centers me before Slack floods in, before the emails start piling up. It's a moment of intention, setting the tone for a day of deliberate communication. Second, an evening journal. Spend just 2 minutes scanning your day. Where did you talk too much? Where did you react impulsively? Write down the trigger, your words, and then imagine a calmer, more stoic alternative. You're not just documenting, you're actively programming your pattern recognition, retraining your brain for better responses tomorrow. This reflection, as the Stoics knew, is vital for continuous self-improvement and cultivating self-awareness. Third, the cold shower. Sounds totally off topic, right? But controlled discomfort, like standing under freezing water without flinching, builds the exact same neural muscles that resist verbal impulses. If you can stand freezing water without cursing or complaining, you can absolutely stand a snarky email without instantly replying. These habits, when practiced consistently, compound like crazy. After 30 days, silence stops being a difficult restraint and becomes a natural, powerful reflex. You're fortifying your inner citadel against the noise of the world. When you start practicing this, friends might initially call you quiet, but watch closely for the subtle shift that happens next. When you finally choose to speak, heads tilt. People lean in. Your words suddenly carry a surplus weight, a gravitas, precisely because they're rare. That scarcity effect is a powerful psychological phenomenon, mirroring luxury brands that limit supply to spike demand. You become, in effect, the human equivalent of a limited edition drop. Your presence becomes more impactful, your opinions more sought after, because you're not constantly vying for attention. You're not just heard, you're listened to. This isn't about manipulation. It's about earning genuine respect through deliberate action, or in this case, deliberate inaction. Beyond the external reputation, beyond how others perceive you, silence gifts you something even more profound: mental bandwidth. Every unspoken retort, every skipped gossip session, every frustrated tweet left in drafts, that's energy conserved. It's not lost, it's reclaimed. And what do you do with that reclaimed energy? You redirect it. You funnel it toward deep work, intense workouts, creative pursuits, or actual problem solving. Over a year, those reclaimed minutes and hours stack up. They transform into books written, miles run, new skills sharpened, relationships deepened. You don't just feel calmer, you level up by default. This isn't just about avoiding negativity. It's about actively creating space for growth, for clarity, and for genuine accomplishment. You're investing in yourself, silently, consistently. All right, ready for a challenge? Try one 24-hour silence sprint. For a full day, speak only when it's truly kind, demonstrably true, and absolutely necessary. It's harder than it sounds, but incredibly insightful. When you finish, post "Sprint Done" in the comments below. I'll pin the first 50 to build a wall of proof that quiet warriors exist, that this practice is real and powerful. So silence isn't an absence. It's a profound Stoic superpower, hiding in plain sight, waiting for you to wield it. When unfair criticism lands, hold your tongue and keep your dignity intact. When insults fly, stay still, rooted in your inner calm, and watch the arrow miss its target. When gossip circles like vultures, refuse currency in that toxic economy and watch the market crash around them. When stakes are high at the negotiation table, weaponize the pause, letting the hush tilt things in your favor. And when ambition burns within you, guard that precious flame from the winds of premature praise and external validation. Practice these disciplines daily. The world will eventually stop demanding your reaction because it will sense you're busy writing results in private, focusing on what truly matters. Remember Marcus Aurelius's timeless line, "The best revenge is to be unlike your enemy." And sometimes often, the most eloquent, most powerful way to be unlike him is to say, exactly, nothing at all.